Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Mystic Inspirations. My name is Leanne. I will be bringing you your monthly forecast for the month of August 2016. I would like to thank you for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, and all the lovely comments. Everything has been so positive. I've said before, I'm not new to tarot, but I am new to YouTube. So thank you for making this a really wonderful, enjoyable experience right from the get-go. These readings are general, so please know that this may not resonate with you. If it does not, feel free to check your video for your moon and or rising sign, and that may give you a more complete picture of what's happening for the month. Okay, so Gemini, before I actually deal out the cards, I do want to say that I feel like there is some healing that needs to be addressed. I'm thinking more along the lines of stomach issues or heartbreak. Um, I also see that there is a bit of a division between what you know is true as far as your intuition and what you are speaking about, okay? So something's holding you back, Gemini. I also feel like there's also some healing that needs to take place that has to do with your body image. Okay, so whoever this applies to, please, be kind and gentle to yourself. Okay, so for the monthly reading, while I deal out these cards, I will let you know I'm going to pull a card for each of the week. So 4 cards for the month. Energies do not start and stop at the beginning and end of each week. So just know that these are general. These are energies. Um, we're also going to see what's going to help you, what may hinder you from your forward movement, and what will likely be a challenge for you. Okay? Of course, I always take a peek at the bottom of the deck. And for you, Gemini, this is underneath it all. We have the Four of Swords. I don't know if you can see that. I apologize for any glare, if there is one. But the Four of Swords, interestingly enough, when I was shuffling before I actually pushed record, when I was clearing cards, this card jumped out, and I looked at it and put it back in. So this is definitely, this is ribboning through your month. Excuse me. So Four of Swords. Okay, Swords is an air energy. That's you, Gemini. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But the fours speak to taking a rest, calling a truce, having a reprieve. So throughout the month, you may be um, seeking a place of quietness. You might be wanting to sort of meditate. You might want to do, yoga, something that calms your mind down. Okay, this is the card of, sort of the calm before the storm, and there's a lot to think about, but you just can't think about it right now. Okay, and that's okay, Gemini. You don't have to think about everything all the time. Okay, so as an air sign, I know that you are in your head a lot. My sun sign is Libra, so I completely understand. But let's get on with the rest of the month. Hopefully, you will be able to find a little bit of rest and reprieve, and it will do you good. So we're going to start off the month with the Fool. Okay, so the Fool is, showing you that the beginning of the month, this is a new adventure. This is taking a leap of faith. This is diving sort of into something new that you don't really have all of the information about. This could also indicate being foolish. Okay, so that's not necessarily a great thing, right? Um, but in the beginning of the week, it looks like there is something new that you're starting. This could be a new health regimen. This could be, just a new way of looking at things. This could be a new job. So, take this newness. You've got your trusty companion with you. Basically, that's showing that, everything you have in your knapsack is basically all you need to know for right now. Everything that is coming up for you later will reveal itself in due time. Okay? So, gosh, I'm just noticing For the month, you have 3 out of your 4 cards are major arcana. Um, Really, what that's saying is that these are pretty big things happening. Okay, this isn't just like a daily, um, oh, I'm gonna take a new way to work or something. Turn down a different street. This this is a new. Um, I don't really want to say life changing. Okay, that's kind of it's kind of quirky and I don't know, new age-ish, I guess. I don't know, cliche. But, this is a big deal. So, whatever this new adventure is, it is a new adventure. You don't have all the information, and you are having to really take a leap of faith in this. But, Gemini, it looks like, you know, that's exactly what's going to happen. We have the Ace of Swords on your second week, um, or thereabouts. Again, these energies don't start and stop from Sunday to Saturday. So, the Ace of Swords, clear thinking, um, decisiveness. This is victory. This is knowledge. This is, intellect. This is also, I kind of call it the lone thinker. Okay, we have the single bird, the single thought, the one idea. So you may be going on this little, you may be taking this leap of faith all by yourself, right? And people might be like, okay, you're just crazy, and you're just like, nope, I'm doing this. I know I have to do this. Okay, so second week of the month, you're probably going to run into um, knowing what was kind of the bull crap. Um, the Ace of Swords definitely cuts all of that away. Okay, you're going to get to the heart of things. You're going to find out what has been truth and what has not been, and sometimes that also leaves you alone. Okay, you sometimes it's sort of like when they say, "Be careful what you ask." If you don't want to hear the answers, don't ask the question. Okay, so you might be finding out some things, um, or some truths about situations, people, projects that you were not privy to before, and now you're like, okay, now I'm all alone in this. I'm the only one who doesn't want to break the law, or I'm the only one who was left in the dark, and why did nobody tell me about this? Okay, so second week in August, you will find some truth in a matter. Um, you may have to speak some truth in the matter. This may be something where somebody is asking something of you, and you have to tell the truth. Okay, and you may be the only one willing to do that. Okay, this this may not be a very easy thing for you either. Not everybody likes to hear the truth, so be diplomatic about it. Um, Truth is truth, but it doesn't have to be delivered on you know a platter of tacks. It doesn't have to be that sharp. So try to try to try to use diplomacy. I know, as an air sign, as a fellow air sign, sometimes we can just sort of spit things out the way they need to be, and that's, I actually respect that a lot. However, I don't necessarily respect it when it's being told to me. So, this is definitely, it's a sword, right? It's double edged. One side is, thank God I got the truth, and the other side is, holy crap, that really hurts. So, second week in August, you might have some communication that happens that is, maybe a little bit tough, but it's also a very successful and victorious communication, okay? Whether that is you receiving information from the heavens, um, or whether it's you, just having found out something, or even relaying some truth. So keep that in mind, Gemini, that the second week in August, you may be dealing with some successful information coming your way, or leaving your mouth. One of the two. Because by the third week, or thereabouts, I'm thinking, honestly, I really feel by the end of this week, since I'm recording these a little late, I had some major difficulties with my other, my alternate recording um, laptop. I was actually going to make these videos with a different recorder because I heard that the sound quality was not up to par. So I did try doing that, and that was just a complete mess. So I'm delayed. Apologize again for that. But I really feel like these first two cards for the first 2 weeks in August, I feel this is going to happen by the end of this week. So by the 7th of August. So middle of the month, I feel like with Temperance here, you're going to have some healing energy, okay? And it may very well have to do with this singular information, this intellect, this, cutting through the BS, this only keeping what's positive and getting rid of negative thoughts. It may have to do with resting. Okay, you may finally get that rest that your body and your mind needs to heal. Um, so this Temperance card is one of sort of that alchemical perfect mixture. It may mean you're going back to the drawing board. You're trying to figure out, okay, how do I make this work? But you will make it work. Okay, Gemini, this is the card of, this is the ultimate alchemist right here. She's going to make it happen. She's going to take what does not normally mix together and mix them together, and it's going to work. It's going to heal. It's going to temper what has been fiery and fire up what needs, some enthusiasm. So by mid-month, there's going to be some healing energy coming through. Um, by the end of the month, looks like we have the Magician. Okay, I love this card. Um, the Magician is definitely um, the Magician definitely speaks to utilizing everything that you have, okay, to create what it is that you want. So when you look at the Magician with Temperance, okay, she's going back to the drawing board, right? Something didn't work, something was too heavy or something was too light. We need a more perfect balance, right? So she's back to the drawing board. She's rewriting the recipe. And what this shows me is that you're going to find it not only because Temperance always finds the balance, but this Magician is saying, you know what? Anything you want to create, anything you want to heal, anything you want to manifest, okay? This is the manifester right here, okay? He has all of the tools. He has the infinity symbol, the lemniscate, that I wasn't able to pronounce on Aries video. Good Lord. I screwed it up really hard. Anyway, and as above, so below. There there are entities that are going to help you. There is spiritual, sort of boosters coming your way. This this Magician is showing me that by the end of the month, Gemini, it's all you. Okay? Um, if you want it, you can have it, you can manifest it. And this also shows me that I feel like I have to say there's a few of you out there that aren't taking responsibility for things. Um, I feel like I have to say this card is saying you have everything you need to move forward or to manifest what it is that you are desiring. And don't think, I keep hearing, don't think you don't play a part in this. Okay, so whether that's a positive message or whether it is a scolding of sorts, I just feel like some of you need to know that you are in control of what's happening. Okay, so don't be fooled. Don't be under the illusion that life is happening to you. You are you are you are direct participant in your life. Okay, you are either letting something happen or whatever the case, but life, it's not happening to you. You are partly responsible. for something that's going on. And I also feel like anything that you're trying to get away from that you haven't, you're using a lack of something, whether it's lack of money or lack of love or lack of support or lack of, whatever it is, ideas, job. You're using that as an excuse, okay? And you're trying to fool people into thinking, oh, poor me. Okay, now this isn't for everybody, because there are a lot of really, really incredibly happy Geminis out there right now. But I can tell you, um, you have all the tools to actually make yourself truly happy. Okay, and honestly, I feel like you're not sure what that is. Okay, Gemini, you have to heal something. There's some heart healing that needs to happen before you figure out what it is you want, because once you find out what it is you want and you heal that, maybe through resting and contemplation, then you can make it happen. Okay? So that's your monthly overview. Let's see what's coming in to help you. Okay, we've got the King of Swords. So the King of Swords energy is that of somebody who is very smart, very much, very intellectual. Gemini, this is you. This is coming in as a help to you. This is knowing all the facts. This is making decisions based on your knowledge. This is not involving your heart. This is not involving whether or not it's a financially sound decision. This is cutting to the chase. This may be a lawyer. This may be a guidance counselor. This is somebody who knows what they're doing and they're not going to talk bullshit. Okay? This is somebody who is just going to shoot it straight. So this is helping you. Somebody is going to help you, somebody like this, or this is the energy that will help you move forward. Okay? Use that intellect, use that knowledge, use the fact that you can stay up in your head and sort of, slice those strings that tug at your heart, slice those away. If something's happened once, twice, three times before, guess what? It's going to happen again. Set your boundaries and live by them. If it's a deal breaker, let it be a deal breaker and move on. Okay? Sometimes this guy, yes, he's seated at his throne, but he's still armed. He's ready to go. His sword is up, and he's pretty much, you know what? You want to mess with me? Come on, I'm ready. Okay, so arm yourself with the knowledge, with the truth. Get rid of any negative thoughts, ideas, communications. Don't be talked down to. Don't be belittled. Don't be bullied. Okay, don't uh, don't let any of that negativity come in, because the the King of Swords would not. He only accepts what's positive that will move forward, that will gain him more knowledge, that will increase his wisdom. Okay, so that's going to help you, Gemini, to move forward, is to use that energy. Now, what may hinder you? We have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is a card of standing up for yourself. This is sometimes called the card of valor. This is courage. So in a way that this would hinder you is that, um, it feels like you would be on the defensive. But honestly, with the King of Swords coming in as help, you don't have to defend yourself. Okay? You don't have to say, oh, well, why did you quit that job? It was so wonderful. Well, you know what? It wasn't all that wonderful. It didn't make me, it didn't, it didn't sit right. People weren't being honest. People were being shady. Why did you break up with her or him or whatever? Well, because you found out this, and this, and you're not going to tolerate that. Or, you know, why didn't you take that house? It was perfect for you. No, I just, I knew that in 5 years they're going to build a, freeway in basically the backyard. Whatever it is, whatever knowledge it is that you gain, um, you don't have to defend yourself, okay? But that may hinder you because you're going to feel like you need to, right? For whatever reason, you're going to feel like, you know what, I just have to explain myself. And, we're air signs, we're talkers. But don't feel like you have to defend so passionately every decision that you make, okay? Sometimes it's just nobody's business, okay? Because honestly, do you think the king got his throne by explaining himself? He didn't, okay? Now, what may be a challenge is the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is the seed of all that is new and beginning to flourish in a physical, tangible way. Okay, Pentacles is, of course, finances because we think of it's coin, but it's also home. It's also health. So what what would be a challenge for you, Gemini, is that perhaps I don't know if you can see because of the glare here, but you know this coin is coming out of sort of a shaded, murky, not quite bright area to something that's brighter. So what may be a challenge is you coming out of a situation that maybe your health was challenged. Perhaps you've gone to the doctor and the medicine isn't quite right, but it's getting there. Or maybe the challenge is, you're not quite sure where to put your money, but you have a pretty good idea now. Okay, so, this is the challenge is trying to manifest something out of the seed. Okay, air signs are usually fairly quick as far as movement. So your challenge is definitely going to be the magician, manifesting something into the physical realm, and also temperance, in that she's bringing healing. Okay, the colors here are almost the exact same with the yellow and the purples. Okay, she's bringing healing, and he's bringing manifestation. That's your challenge. You want to heal, you want to manifest. Okay, so it looks like the last couple of weeks in August are actually going to be your toughest. Um, well, maybe even just after this first week, because you do have some healing to do. And I feel like, again, with the Four of Swords as your underlying energy, you really do need to rest. You need to sort of turn your mind off, turn your phone off, turn Facebook off, Twitter, FaceTime. Don't turn YouTube off because that's where my videos are. But in all truthfulness, Gemini, turn off the things that are negative. We have enough negative tapes running through our head. We don't need extra, right? We don't need to watch the news. We don't need to see all of the incredibly horrific things happening to people around the world on an ongoing, everyday, minute by minute basis. Yes, it's good to be informed, but sometimes we have to take a break because mentally you just can't handle it, and you can't think clearly when you have all of this other stuff going through your mind. So, Gemini, I hope this helps you sort of navigate through this month's energy. Again, I thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing. If you would like a reading that is just for you, you can contact me at mysticinspirations.com. Also, if you want to check out the website, I've got some really amazing deals going on for the month of August. So I'll check you there. Until September, take care.